Hello fellow cruisers, you're in for a treat because today I have an exclusive webinar featuring not one, not two, but three celebrity cruise captains who cannot contain their excitement about the newest addition to the fleet, the magnificent Celebrity Ascent. During this webinar, we had a privilege of hearing directly from the captains themselves as they shared their thoughts and insider secrets about the incredible ship. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. And by the way, if you want to know more about the Celebrity Ascent, I'll link a video for you up top that you can watch after this one that gives you all of the details, including a virtual tour that I just did a few weeks ago. And by the way, if this is your first time here, my name is Tom Sunday. I make weekly cruise videos, and if you're into that, I hope you decide to subscribe.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our latest Loyalty Webinar Captains Club members. A big welcome to those who are joining us from the very first time and those who loyally tune in to our loyalty webinars. It's great to have you all joining us. And today, we're going to talk about our stunning Edge series and how it's revolutionized the cruise industry. My name is Damian DeLorenzis. I'm the Director of Entertainment Experience here for Celebrity Cruises. And we've got a great panel of guests. But let's talk about these incredible ships, which are my favorite series of ships, and hopefully yours by the end of this webinar, if they're not already. The Edge series includes Celebrity Edge, the first of the series, which was delivered in October 2018, almost 5 years ago. And what a journey it's been. Celebrity Edge, it paved the way in our approach to ship design with every step done in 3D. Celebrity Apex, the second in the series, was delivered in March 2020. Celebrity Beyond, of course, which set sail almost a year ago in April 2022, is the third ship in the series and was brought out by the first American female captain, Captain Kate McHugh, a real fan favorite here at Celebrity. Beyond is also larger than our sister ships with 179 more staterooms. And up next is Celebrity Ascent. It's coming this November and will be captained by not one, but two captains. Our very own Kafagis brothers, Captain Manolis Alavropoulos. I have got Hotel Director Niazi Korkmaz, Captain Dimitris Kafagis, and his brother, Captain Tassos Kafagis.
Thank you, Damian. And also, we have great experiences with yourself. You were part of our teams.
Yeah, Damian, you should add your years with the company to our 117. Then we will.
So I can add 21 from March 2002. Yeah, I started 21 years ago. I'll add that. It's funny, actually. I'll tell you what interesting. We're speaking about camaraderie. And, that's my favorite thing about the industry as well. And some of us, when we all work together on the ships, you may go 2-3 years without seeing somebody. Then you walk on board, you see them, and it's like a minute hasn't passed. So, yeah, I can share all of those experiences with all of you. Now, it's great to have Captain Dimitris. It's great to have you on, Captain, because you've been on a captain of all of the Edge class ships to date, the inaugural captain of the Celebrity Apex, and soon to be the inaugural captain of the Celebrity Ascent in upcoming November, with a little bit of a twist, because when it comes to the Celebrity Ascent, not only are we going to have one captain, but a second captain, and that captain is your brother and a great, tremendous captain, Captain Tassos Kafagis. Welcome, Captain.
Hello, allow me to welcome him on this conversation, Damian.
Yeah. Please do.
For us, the beginning of Ascent as co-captains is not only a great honor on behalf of Celebrity Cruises to have chosen us to be the co-captains, but it's a very emotional moment. You all might have witnessed that because secretly it was a dream come true for us that maybe one day we'll be co-captains on one ship. And somebody up there must have heard us and put it in the mind of those outside. And here we are after 33 years at seas and 25 for Tassos to be able to be co-captains on Celebrity Ascent. And so people that siblings can be in the same position, share respect and love each other throughout the years.
Three musketeers. We're going to be three musketeers on the Ascent.
And also, what is warming our heart is that the guests who have watched the video, the introduction of Lisa Lutov-Perlo, of the two of us to the world, and now they are cruising with us, and they all mention how they were touched by the reality shock of the two brothers announced to become co-captains of the Ascent.
Yeah, it was an incredible moment. Really fun video. I think reality shock is a good description. I'm glad you're describing it that way. But I mean, there was the fun TikTok video, but there was a tremendous video with you two sharing that moment and speaking about yourselves. And it's really moving. And I think a lot of our guests are tremendous fans of the two of you and, you know, everybody on this call. And we're thrilled to see us going forward with this, having both of you as captains on board the ship. But very big welcome to you, Captain Tassos.
Thank you, Damian. Hello, everyone. So for me, it's so weird to be in this webinar with these participants because, as Captain Manolis says, I'm the youngest, and throughout my career, I had the pleasure and honor to work with each and every one of them, and in many cases, with many of them at the same time, which was so much fun. Like when my brother was the captain, Captain Manolis was the staff captain and mid navigation officer on Summit, and we used to play basketball all the time and challenge crew members. These moments were unforgettable. And now we might have the chance to do it again. And yes, they say usually you become the medium of the people you hang out. I want to believe that I became the medium of the people I worked with. And that medium is far above average because none of the people are here is average, is on the top of the game.
You definitely are at the top of the league here with the three colleagues we have. Damian are the ones opening our next ship. Niyazi is going to be his fourth in the series of Edge with Ascent. These three gentlemen are going to bring her out, and I'm sure that our amazing crew with them at the helm will make sure our guests are having the best experience on Ascent.
Manolis, also to mention, just to let the people understand that what kind of energy the three of us bring to the table. The Celebrity Ascent was the first ship to be fully booked by our crew members, fully volunteered to work for Ascent within 4 weeks upon announcement of the management of the ship, which has not happened before. And that speaks volume of the energy that the three of us bring to the table.
And the guests, all the Captain Club members and the guests coming on the ship this year is going to be treat. That's going to be a fun one video both.
Are we to mention that many guests were asking when it's going to be our first cruise together with Tassos and myself, as we announced, and it was 25th of February to March 2nd, but actually this is the second cruise because the first is going to be December 3rd as the maiden voyage of the vessel. So this is your opportunity to have your answer, December 3rd, the first, and February 25th, the second. Marine-wise, the Edge class series have revolutionized the way they sail, except the fact that they are very seaworthy. They handle the weather at least 30 to 40% better, but they were built in such a way with the parabolic bow and the bubbles, as we call them, to economize approximately 25% fuel, which is a huge amount of environmental footprint if you come to think about it.
Yeah, we're going to need just for all of our guests out there, because I'm glad you mentioned the bow. I know when the Edge came out, we got so many questions about the shape of the bow, the appearance of the bow. But if I understand correctly, you're telling us that bow the design of that bow, not only does it look stunning, it saves 25% fuel.
This is a combination, a crossbreed of the bulbous bow with the bow that they used to have the OSA liners 50 years ago. So we have a razor sharp bow that at the bottom, it comes like a bulbous bow, but it doesn't project. It is together with the bow, with the stem as it comes down all the way to the water. And that has proven to be as evolutionary for sailing a vessel as it could be imagined.
So not only is it a stunning ship, we're also seeing that innovation and efficiency throughout the actual design of the ship as well. And that's something very intriguing, I think, for our guests. Certainly is for me.
And Damian, to add it as well, as Captain Dimitri said, is me about the H class when mentioned on the start. Yes, there are lots of guests come because of you. We make big difference, Captain. That's for sure.
Hey, can I add, Damian? Obviously, what Captain Dimitri said, decarbonization and building new ships with new technologies is definitely part of our strategy here as a company. But I want to go back to, and Dimitri said it all very right, safety and efficiency and as I said, sustainability and caring for the environment is like top priorities for our company. But I want to go back to what Niyazi was saying. When I first stepped on Edge, I can tell you after many years, and I've been on many ships, there is nothing like these ships. The design is so amazing. Every space and every detail you look around the ship is so well, designed and taken care of. The choice of what you can do on these ships every single day without even going outside in ports. Every single day, so many different experiences that I would say it offers that is unbelievable to me.
The weekly cruises are not enough to have lunch and dinner in all venues. You need the 10 days cruise to be able to visit once all venues for lunch or dinner. And not to mention something that we a little bit oversee, the magic carpet, that is the unique experience of dining or having a drink overhanging by approximately 18 feet on the side of the vessel.
Some guests say in the Caribbean, I've been on the Caribbean so many times. The Caribbean is not destination. Some of the guests, so many guests that are staying on board, as Captain Manuel, as Captain Dimitri is saying, we have so many great venues, restaurants, bars there. Without going shore, that's stepping outside on the pier, you have so much to do, so much to enjoy, the dining and the venues. We have 33 restaurant bars. You cannot be in one, dine in all of them. And I live in Miami. There's great places, restaurants. I'm proudly say the venues we have, Eden, Daniel Balu, all the restaurants, we have steakhouse, far better than any restaurants. I dine myself in Miami.
Let me blow the Niyazi's whistle a little bit when it comes to hotel services. You have to give it to our guests under the perspective to realize what is happening on the ship. Now, on this vessel, last cruise, we had 3,400 people. 1,700 of them would like to have dinner between 6 and 7, and the other 1,700 between 8 and 9. Now, match any venue outside that they will try to serve 1,700 people at once within an hour and a half and get the restaurant ready for the other 1,700, there is not. And that goes to the way our hotel directors manage their business, down to their restaurant directors, to the F&B directors, and the chefs that they produce this quality of food for this amount of dishes. It's easy to cook for 3 people or for 2, but it's not easy to cook for 3,400 and have a food that tastes as good as on the ship, and to be served within these time limits. So if you put this into perspective, you understand the kind of operation we are running here, and without excuses and without days off.
Now, maybe give us a bit of insight into how it works in the very beginning, like going back to Edge, the first in class in the shipyard, starting that ship up and getting it ready to debut for the world. How does that work?
Captain, should I go first?
Yes, go ahead.
When I had the pleasure, and Captain Manoli is actually one of them, when executive committee decide from executive team from shoreside decide who is going to be hotel director and captain. So I was chosen and I had a pleasure with that. So just to give you an idea, I will go there 3 months before, and we start doing inspections, taking venues by venues. The ship we don't sign the whole ship at the same time, of course. Venue by venue, and we will do all the inspections to make sure the room's ready, and then we bring the crew on board. It takes 3 months. We will do testing, training, every single venues. When we do venues, we will start from 30%, 40%, 50% occupancy and everything else. We will enjoy ourselves. The crew enjoy. They will dine all the venues, all the steakhouse and Eden and La Voyage. There's a pleasure to do that. And the same, we test everything. So when the guest comes on board, it takes 3 months the process to bring them, train them, and try every single equipment. When the guest comes on board, it's such a flawless, like we've been running for years.
All right, let's talk a little bit about Celebrity Ascent. It's coming up very soon. And there seems to have been a bit of a phenomenon in regards to the fact that not only do we have 2 people on this call involved, but the fact that we have brothers who are going to be captains of Celebrity Ascent. There was an infamous TikTok video that went viral. I mean, Captain Dimitris and Captain Tassos. I mean, you seem very relaxed in your elements right there, but you were on your game that day. Let me tell you, that is something. 14 million people viewed that, and I'm just going to recap some of the questions, and I'm not, or sort of some of the comments that came from that video. I'm not going to read them all because some of them are not for this crowd. But we got, well, I never wanted to go on a cruise before now. I can watch this over and over. I'm going to book this afternoon. I am renewing my passport and booking my next cruise now. And as we all know, the comments go a lot further than that. And, incredible gentlemen. So gentlemen, I'm going to give you a couple of rapid fire questions. What is your favorite restaurant on board the Edge class?
Eden.
Fine cut.
I will go with Le Voyage.
And I will go with the rooftop grill.
What about your favorite place to relax on board?
Rooftop.
The retreat.
Al Baccio.
Ocean View Cafe.
Very interesting, all different places. Now, we couldn't wrap something like this up without asking your favorite port. People who have been traveling the world for upwards of 30 years, your favorite port of call.
Portofino, Italy.
Honolulu, Hawaii.
Honolulu, Captain Dimitri. I will go across the other side of the planet and pick a very special place called Santorini, Greece.
Ah, I knew we couldn't get through this without a Greek port.
Yeah, obviously.
You couldn't even if you try.
And I think I will pass the equator and go all the way south to the beautiful city of Sydney, Australia.
Sydney, Australia, the future home of Celebrity Edge. Obviously the 4 of you are incredible key players when it comes to this amazing brand, the development of our new ships, the innovation and the future of this company, which of course is the amazing Edge class ships. And the only way that you're going to see who's going to make the announcements on board Celebrity Ascent and what it actually looks like to have these 2 captains starting the ship is to book Celebrity Ascent, of course, which is coming out at the end of this year, 2023.
Looking forward to see you all on board on Ascent.
Thank you, Damian, Captain Manolis, Niyazi, Tassos. We'll be looking forward to see you all on board the Ascent, fellow Captain's Club members. You know where we're going to be, December 3rd.
thank you from my side and see you all on board. Can't wait.
I hope you enjoyed this exclusive look into the remarkable Celebrity Ascent. I know that I personally cannot wait for my December 10th sailing. I'm going to be bringing you so much content. It's going to be really exciting. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.